Well guys, the goal for this job is quite simple. Remove this small half-acre patch of trees and install about 2,000 to 3,000 feet of field tile in this field to get her dried up a little bit. But as you guys will see, to say it don't go quite as planned would be an understatement. So hope you guys enjoy. Let's hit the ground and get started. Oh, I'm about over the cold weather. It's like April 8th or 9th or something like that. They're talking about snow again tomorrow, which is absolutely crazy for our part of the world. But here's what those trees look like from the ground. Matt is trying to get the SRX 3-foot bucket on the 140. Putting that smaller bucket on there makes it a little easier on the machine as far as twisting on that boom and stuff. I don't use this bucket as much as what I should, because I need to get the pin boss size right. But let's switch him out on the machine, head over there. The plan is this morning is to basically start taking some of the smaller stuff, get it piled up, get us a brush fire going. We may try to save some logs out of the bigger stuff. We're just gonna have to kind of see how it goes. All right, let's get this party started. All right guys, most of these trees that are in here are just absolute junk trees, not really good for much of anything. We're gonna take them. Oh, you're gonna be like that this morning, huh? Thumb on this Traco is just not what it is on the 120. I forget what I'm running sometimes. But anyways, there's a few trees in there that may actually make some logs. I don't know. If we think we can get a semi-load of logs out of here, we may try to save a load of logs. We're going to use the old, oh, you're going to be stuck there this morning, huh? Come out of there. We're going to use the old hay bale trick this morning, try to get us a nice fire going. I think Matt's anxious to get the fire going. That wind is blowing out there again today. It is cold. I think we're both about over this weather. There you go. So let me get a few trees, throw it out here, and we can get us a decent little fire started. And we'll see what we got. I mentioned I don't like this thumb. Just don't have the grip strength. Just don't have the grip strength, I'm telling you. Nice little concoction there.
So it's burn day on this job site that we're clearing some trees and going to install some field tile. And I'm just going to let you guys know how this typically works. I'm gonna act like DP. Hey, take the truck around the field and get set up. I'll put some brush on top of your small fire so it'll turn to a big fire. I haven't lit the first match or lighter. You guys can see all the way up under there is where all of my stuff is, my cardboard. To truly get a small fire started is on this corner. Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen. Oh geez, I tell you, just makes it so hard. Anyway, we're gonna try to get this thing started. Let's see what we can do. You guys can just do it with me. Maybe. Oh goodness, DP, what am I gonna do with you? Maybe we can get this small corner started over here. This just wasn't, the wind is coming from that direction blowing this way, so I put all of my starting stuff on the opposite side so it'd blow the fire right up into the brush. But no, We gotta do it from the other side now. Oh, it's all green. Ah. Oh, we might have to have a chat with Mr. DP. Oh, I'm glad you guys are on this with me. I did luckily put some diesel fuel on it, you know, burning gold here, but I don't know. The soaked cardboard's all the way on the other darn corner. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. You know you want to take off on the rest of that. Oh, man. This is one of those times you wish you had gas, because it's explosive. It'd just take off across this whole darn thing. And there's almost too much wind. Oh, did we get lucky? Yes, I put diesel fuel on straw bale. Come on. It's not the proper corner, but we're hopeful. Oh, we might have got lucky, folks. Crawl out of here. Don't let me down now, fire. Now see, you see the flames blowing basically over that way, not going into the pile of brush. If we could have started the other corner, it would have bloated into the straw bale and really got a nice fire going pretty quickly, but I don't know what we're gonna have here. Make sure DP knows I'm still over here. I think we might get lucky. Let's go check out DP over here. I can already hear it. I wish I had the 120. That comment will be upon us within the first hour. Got her now. Timber. Oh, come on, DP. You just made me say it at the wrong time. You let it go. Timber. It still might not work. Oh.
Well, as you guys can probably tell, things are just going absolutely peachy. I have no idea what happened. The fitting that goes in the bottom of this valve block right here just exploded. I kept thinking I hit a root or tree or something got up in there. There's nothing back there. I think Matt even filmed me just spinning around. I went to lower the blade down to chunk myself in the ground to pull that back and well, bam! Anyways, I don't have the fitting, but I did have a cap. So we just threw a cap on it for now. Basically the blade is in opt, but hopefully it'll get us through a couple hours here this morning. Our fire is thinking about doing something, but still hasn't actually done something. The weather continues to get colder and worse. That's a great day, guys. It's a great day. Hopefully we have some fire here before too long. That is the cutest, most pitiful fire I've ever seen in my life. Oh boy, every day is an adventure. I just checked hydraulic fluid. We are a little bit low. I think we can get by for an hour or two here and try to get this fire going and get everything working. Hopefully that blade being halfway down don't end up biting me in the butt before this is all over with. But as they say, show must go on. Matt's got some smoke. Don't have much fire. We're going to take a chance and go ahead and put some more on top of her though. Need to get the old leaf blower over here and get a little air shoved underneath her and see if she'll take off. We may try to get a log out of this one. I don't see anything leaking down there, so that's good. Set him over there, let Matt deal with him. Let's go down here and see what else we can tear up. I'll explain here in a minute why this thumb and bucket setup is not ideal. But let me tell you, you want to talk about aggravating a guy, this thing right here will do it. This is definitely not, oh come on, a long-term solution. Well, I don't know if you guys can see out there, but Jerry drove by, seen the dozer sitting still, said he was bored. He decided to jump in and give us a hand, and we're not going to complain about that because this day just continues to get better and better. What you guys can't see off to my left is Matt has got himself buried in the woods now, or buried in the mud. It has been snowing. It has been nasty. We're going to get things going our way here at one point. This wind keeps blowing. I keep thinking it's going to let this fire take off, but it's not quite take off. Look at a big old wad of, there we go. We'll throw this stuff on top there. That ought to get the trick. Thank you, Jerry. This ought to burn, hopefully. We do have some hot coals down there if we can just get this thing to take off. Oh, the day just keeps getting better and better. Matt has managed to get himself stuck in the field. Give him a little shove, get him rolling here, hopefully. You have to stop spinning his wheels or he's never going to get going. I don't know where he's going. He's still moving, so I guess we'll let him keep going. I'm pretty sure he chose the worst possible route across that field. And now he's stuck again. He literally drove right into the water hole. Oh, big dry field. Oh, Matthew. He just stopped spinning, he'd be all right. I can promise you I could drive over there and drive back without getting stuck. And you need to stop spinning and just start getting up. All right, the fire is trying to take off over there. We got a good hot coal bed in there. We just got to get her kicked off and get going. I think what the plan is, I'm gonna go down through here, try to pick out all the smaller trees, get them thrown out so we can get on the brush pile. The bigger trees we're just gonna kind of leave up here, and we'll maybe process those into some logs. But oh, Jerry showed up. He's gonna give the dozer a try here and see what we got. He's gonna get a head start on stripping some topsoil right here, because I think I mentioned before, the reason they didn't farm that, it's actually really shallow rock down there and just rough. So we're actually gonna have to, once we get the trees out of here, we're gonna have to get maybe 2 feet of dirt back on top of that so they can farm it. And that dirt is gonna come off this hillside right here. So Jerry's gonna get the topsoil stripped off that real quick. This is gonna be a good test with that dozer and how well those wider pads end up doing, because it gets a little soft down in there. We've already kind of figured that out this morning. So, all right, I got it. Oh, Jerry's feeling pretty cocky with his new track pads. He told me just to get the heck out of the way. He's got this, so I'm not gonna argue with him. I'm gonna sit back and watch. He's gonna try to go through and get a lot of that smaller stuff knocked down that will not make logs, and then we'll come back and grab it with the excavator and pull it across the ditch. That dozer definitely floats so much better with them pads on it. There's no way we could be doing that before. No chance. I think Jerry's taking out some aggression today. I like it. All right, while he's doing that, we'll fire the old chainsaw up. Try to cut a log or two out of some of this stuff that's already down. Then we'll jump on the excavator and help him out. I don't know if it shows on camera, boys, but I think it's winter time.
In April. Cold.
Look, that is snow, sleet.
I'm supposed to be planting corn right now.
How's that going for you?
Planters in the barn.
Do you got a winter breed or a winter hybrid?
Planters in the barn.
This is ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
I gave up on my chainsaw chain, so Farmer Chris decided he was going to try to get it.
Well, I think we need longer weight here, but I think we're just...
Oh, look at that.
I got the magic link.
And you even did it on camera. All right, let's try this again.
Now don't throw it down and get in a knot.
I ain't gonna lie. I gave up the chainsaw for the warm cab. It's cold enough. I think Jerry even closed the doors on the 850J. But look at this. I don't know if you guys can see through the windows, but he is making some really good progress through here. Just kind of shoving that stuff down. I'm gonna kind of just swing it up here. Kind of swing it up here out of his way so that way he don't get clogged up. He's got plenty of room. Matt took off with the truck. It's got the chainsaw file in it I need. And a few other things, so we're gonna kind of just make do while he's gone. This day has just been an absolute total chaos. Nothing wants to go right. But Mama said there'll be days like this. We'll make it work. And I am just about done with this bucket and thumb setup. I will tell you what. Talk about aggravating. This is aggravating. Do you guys see that out there? Like, it is legit snowing. Like big flakes, like craziness. And those pads on that 850, it is absolutely insane. This is like the first true test we had on how well they float. Absolutely insane how well they get through that mud. Like, there is no way we'd be able to do that with them other shoes on there. It is crazy how much better they float. This is this right here was honestly the real reason why we put them on there. We knew we did a bunch of work for farmers in the springtime and adverse conditions, maybe not the blizzard. And we knew those things would be a big help floating in situations like this. As you guys can already see this morning, that has proved to be true. Our poor fire up there is not doing so well. Oh, Jerry's going for it up there, and you see it? He's got the big one. Oh, well, you guys can see it through my windshield. Well, I missed it, but Jerry got his tree down up there. Track pads are worth every penny. Every penny. All right, so here's my issue with this bucket and thumb setup. I'm not blaming the bucket, I'm not blaming the thumb. First off, our teeth don't go between our thumb tines. This bucket is made for the 120. It does do that on the 120, so everything is good there. The next problem is, I got that clamped down tight, and like this log that's in here, maybe I can show you better from this side. I can't grab the log here and here, so if I go to slide something around, it just slides from one side to the other, and it is super aggravating. And then I don't know what the deal is with that thumb. I don't know if the relief is not set right or what, but I just don't have the strength I do with the other machine. Really missing the 120 right now on the cleared portion of this. So I'm gonna go up and get my 42-inch bucket, because the tines do go between the thumbs, or the thumb tines go between the teeth, and I can grab stuff on the side. So Jerry's able to root a lot of that stuff out of there. Digging the stumps out has just not proved to be an issue. So, all right. Anyways, hopefully that makes sense. If you guys are looking to buy a thumb setup, just random things to pay attention to, I guess. Jerry's trying to take me out. A whack! Oh, he ain't quitting. He's still coming. Come on, baby. Jerry's over there pushing. It's raining enough now. It's definitely starting to get slick out there. There we go. That is one crooked tree. My job right now at this point is basically just keep those trees out of Jerry's way. Absolutely no way Jerry would have been able to do that before. What a beast. He's so confident he's going back. Crazy. All right. Good experiment. Time to go back the other route so I can actually grab something. Got it. Try this again. All right, enough of the beeping. All right, guys, as eventful as the first half of this day was, the second half of the day gets even more eventful. The let the cat out of the bag here a little bit. Jerry didn't only get the 850J stuck once. He ends up getting the 850J stuck twice. He got a little bit too cocky on those new pads, but let me tell you, the new pads, they worked absolutely awesome. This is the type of job we had in mind whenever we put those pads on those dozers. And without them, there's no doubt the 850J would have not have been able to work on this job. We would have had to bring in the 850B, and the 850B probably would have got the job done, but I don't think it would have been able to do as good a job as what the J was with the new wider IRT track pads on there. So very, very happy with that decision. I guess the telltale sign is going to be what it's going to be like in the summertime when the ground gets hard. That's where those pads may struggle a little bit, but we'll tell. For the most part, I have nothing negative to say about that decision so far. Everything's been a net gain and extremely positive. So you're definitely going to want to have to stay tuned for the second half of this video. We're going to go ahead and bust this one up into two parts here to keep these things reasonable length, but oh boy, it turns into an adventure. So one last thing in closing, guys, I'm sure some of you are going to comment, we need a bigger excavator, or we need this, or we need that. In this particular type of situation here, yes, a 210 or a 220 or something like that would definitely serve us good. And I don't want to knock on the Volvo. It's not the Volvo. I don't want to knock on Esco. It's not the Thumb. Just something's not married up on this. I've talked about it in the past in a lot of different videos. I think the Thumb has to do with a pivot point issue, and the excavator has to do with some cylinder mounting things, which greatly helps it in other situations. It just don't do a whole lot for me in this situation. It's kind of one of those things where everything's got its place. But as far as I know, Hyundai's still staying true to their promises, and we should have a 210 to demo here a little bit. I was hoping to have it in for this particular job here, but it didn't quite make it in time. So hopefully we do have another clearing job coming up. Hopefully you guys will see it for that. We can kind of get some good comparisons from one to the other. You know, one thing nice about these smaller excavators, they're so much more nimble, and even in this soft ground, they're a lot easier to get around and move from job to job. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. We did finally get our fire kicking. We found some more mud. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed the first half of this video. If you did, give her a big old thumbs up. Want to make sure you don't miss that on the second half, which is going to be it's going to be entertaining to say the least. I'd consider subscribing. That way we can catch you guys on the next one. See you then.